What makes relationships last?
Our relationship has had its ups and downs, but what we've found is good communication holds everything together.
We decided to dedicate time every week to not only strengthen our relationship, but stimulate personal growth.
Strong relationships are built on strong communication.
Welcome to Date Night Conversations.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Date Night Conversations. I'm Chantel.
And I'm Greg.
And in this video, guys, Greg and I are going to ask each other 3 questions we have never asked each other before.
Every time we ask these questions, it always leads into some real random conversations. Makes you think on a deeper level.
It really does. And we just keep diving into some deep conversation that really makes us think.
I think there's at least one deep one in pretty much every episode, right?
And the fact that I have to sit there,
we have to talk it out.
And pause and sometimes talk it out. It's just like you're really thinking, and it's just wow.
There's been parts we've had to cut out because we're both just like this.
Really thinking.
So we edit that time because it took us a long time to get there with that.
And originally when we started planning for this to film it, we're like, you know what? Raw edit. Let's just
keep it as real as possible. Guys, we can't leave 15 seconds of us staring at his face. If it's one of those ones that and it looked like we were having a hard time coming up with an answer, we had a much harder time coming up with that answer.
So we realized we can't, our answers are still raw, but it's the dead space that we really have to cut out and shorten the video to make it a little bit more enjoyable to watch. Anyways, interesting fact for you guys. Okay, so you ready to get into it now?
Oh, sure.
All right, let's get into it. All right, so am I up?
Yeah, you're up. You got first.
Okay. All right, guys, I'm excited. Let's go. Describe your worst date ever.
Interesting.
Yeah. So pick something that was the worst that you didn't enjoy.
Okay, this is because I've never really dated.
Okay.
In terms of, because I'm sure it's somebody's going to have some weird blind date story or someone they met off the internet for the first time.
Okay.
I've seen people post some stuff and there's some crazy stories. But I've never dated like that. Every girl that I've had a relationship or even went out with, I knew through somebody or through some experience already. This could be school or work or whatever. So there was a connection and got to know them. So any date would be something negative that happened on one of the if we had a date and it was something messed up happened.
Yeah.
Okay. But I do have one.
Okay.
So this was an ex and we were just out.
Okay.
Just going out to grab dinner, and it was I think we went to Montana's. You know Montana's?
Mm-hmm.
So it's how would you classify that kind of restaurant?
Close to a bar and grill?
Yeah, it was just it wasn't a formal date. It was hanging out and just in a chill environment, get a steak and have some decent food.
Right.
Yeah. And everything, it was the worst experience ever. And I'm not a person who has, I'm not that particular to send stuff back. The food's got to be really messed up or something wrong with it for me to send it back. But if it's slightly cooked more, I'm not that particular. That's okay. But this was, they brought me burnt steak and I get it medium. Did I offend somebody, coming in here? It wasn't very busy, but they bring me my plate and it's black, charred chunk.
I remember you telling me this.
You could
story.
smell it. I'm
wait.
I'm excuse me. And I had to call back the waitress. And I was really upset that she would even bring it to the table. I'm it's inedible. It's not just a little char. It's burnt, a thick layer of burnt. You'd have to cut that off. You would not serve that to a customer.
Yeah.
And she's well, is it medium? I'm you think I'm actually going to even cut into it? Why would I waste my time? Well, we got a new grill back there, so they're having a...
Okay, what problem was that of yours?
It's the end of the day, so you've been burning food for the customers all night? That's why it's half empty in here, because the one across the street is packed. Anyway, so they hold both dinners, so order another one. They just hold both. So now we're sitting there extra long because,
Okay.
And at this point, there's no, we apologize or someone comes over or we'll comp something, like nothing like that. So the manager stops by. He's like, hi, I'm so-and-so, I'm the manager here. I'm like, oh, thank God. And I just start going off. I'm like, I'm sorry, this is like the experience I'm having, and it's really not cool. And he's like, he's caught off guard because he didn't know. He was just doing a friendly walk around asking if everything's okay. Didn't notice that because he like started near our table.
Yeah.
And so he was good. He like comped everything.
Yeah.
And then they screwed up the dessert. And it was my ex's dessert, and she has been there before. It gets done a certain way. It's like this deep fried cheesecake, and it was like crisp, and still ice in it. It was just bad. Not how she's ever had it before. She's like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, how do you guys screw everything up?
Yeah.
And then it sets the mood off.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened.
So I'll call that the worst date ever because that kind of stuck.
Yeah.
Do you not have one?
I don't think so.
What? You've never had a bad date? Or like just an experience, like kind of like what I said. It was somebody who, it wasn't like a new date kind of weird situation or something,
Yeah.
but someone who you went on a date with and something was off about it that you would call that a worst date.
Like, I just can't remember.
Really? So
Yeah,
nothing left an
nothing-
impact anyway.
No.
Interesting.
Like, does it have to be a formal date?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think it would be like you got someone watch the kids. Well, maybe you didn't have someone watch the kids, but and then just to go, like, I just need to get out, you know, or you just happen to be out with somebody and you're like, let's grab food. Is that how withdrawn from date we're going?
Honestly, guys, I can't say there was a word. Like, I can't really
Wow.
think of it. The only thing that comes to mind, like, generally just keeps hitting my mind, is when I went camping with you for the weekend. If you consider that a date, it was awful to me. Okay. That's we were new.
That was awful.
Oh, it was just too much for me. It was too, like, that's something that really, like,
You loved
bothered
it.
my soul.
You met some awesome people.
It was too boring. Like, I didn't, it was too much. It wasn't well planned.
When we go camping, it's just chill.
I want chill. I want that now, and I can see that, but it was nothing like that.
It was so chill. Except there was bugs, and you can't take bugs. So she's all hooded up. Pulling
the
the
chair,
hoodie
you know?
tight like this and at the campfire. And it's, oh my god.
Are you supposed to deal with them like that? Like, just deal with them normally?
Did you see anybody else doing what you were doing? No.
Oh my god.
Everybody else is just chilling. And she's
With
running
bugs
from
up
bugs.
their nose? Stop.
The bugs are attracted to Chantel.
They
Like,
really
literally,
are.
I would be standing here like this, and they're like just swarming
Yeah.
around her head. I think I've actually said that in another video, but that's what happens. They love you.
They
It must
really
be
do.
The hair.
Is there some
Guys,
kind
of product or something?
there, when you wash it, yeah, but I don't put spray. I put a little bit of edge taming gel and water at the front, and that's it.
They love it.
Yeah, they do. Sweet. So
We tried going down to the water. There's so many bugs at the water. We tried going on a trail, and this is a beautiful trail. I really wanted to show her, and because it goes to like up on cliffs and overlook beautiful, beautiful scenery, and she couldn't even get onto the trail because of the bugs. Like, nope, not gonna happen. All right, back in the car.
Yes, okay, so sorry. That was the worst time. That's the only thing someone asked me, you know, what was the worst time you've ever had in life? Right now, that would probably be close to it because it was raining, cold at night. It was just not a fun weekend, and I really tried to be optimistic and have fun, but that was too much for me. That's me freaking out. Like, I just gotta
You
go.
went in the canoe.
Oh my gosh, I almost gave myself like crick necks. I had to fixate it so firmly.
She's so
I-
stiff and she can't relax and
My
let
heart
go
was
with the
racing.
water.
Oh my
She
gosh.
just keeps doing these sudden movements and shaking.
I'm like, okay, we gotta go back. Like, my
Like, just
heart
relax.
was...
You're afraid the beaver's gonna get you.
Yes. I don't know why I'm like that. It's like there's no, if you fall, you're falling in with them. That can't be comfortable.
To be with the beaver?
And wet. And I really don't know how to swim. Like I'll backflip. I'll be
Did you
scared.
not have a life jacket?
No, and yes, I did. But I'll probably, the thing with the life jacket is, I was thinking I'd probably fall over.
Have you never swam with a life jacket?
But
you're thinking all these worst case scenarios?
No, I just can't. Oh my gosh, guys.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't want to call that a date.
Yeah, but I don't want to be in that situation because I'm not comfortable.
It's gonna happen again.
I'll go and I'll make it fun, but guys, please don't, because I get.
We'll do it in a setting that makes it more comfortable for you.
I get anxiety.
Like at a beach in warm water, like that kind of stuff. We'll get you practiced.
I'm okay with my life.
Now we got kids and they need to learn.
No, I don't want them going out there.
Oh my goodness, come on.
No.
All right. Now let's go back to actual dates. Have you ever been on a date?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a good date?
Greg, all I know is you. So everything before
there were people before me.
They don't matter, and they're gone.
Oh my!
Like I'll just be thinking because
you tell me about experiences you've had.
Worst dates though? Tell me.
Not a worst date. No.
Okay, tell me about a bad date that I told you about.
You haven't. But you told me about dates, so they exist in your memory somewhere.
Yeah, but did I ever tell you any one of them were bad?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so because if it was,
You're
I'll tell you.
a lucky girl.
I am. Oh, I am.
You've been taken care of.
No, not really. I just hold my own.
There you go.
That's all it is.
Where was our first date?
Our first date?
Was it a date?
It was like at the beach, but it was cold that day. I didn't like that day either. Too cold. Remember we went to Costco?
I think that was our first food together.
And Amaya was with us.
Was Amaya with us?
She was with us, yeah. It was so cute, but she kept crying. Crying about something.
We didn't have Costco cards, so we walked in the exit and just go over to the eating spot.
Everybody walks in through the exit.
You don't check cards when you move that way. You look like you're going to their customer
service. I don't
service.
know why. Like I said, it's check cards. It's check card business.
I'm just going for the food. You gotta have a Costco
You should be
card.
able to check cards at the register. Like, what?
They
you don't
do
have a
that
card?
too.
They do too, but you don't have a card, you can't come in. You can't leave anyways. You don't have a card. Don't waste your person standing here checking cards.
Okay.
That's just my take on the shake. Okay, that was question 1.
Alright guys, let's throw it back to you.
Yes, let's do just that. Let's read the question one more time.
Describe your worst date ever. Oh gosh, I would love to hear these stories.
Guys, make me laugh, please. I love to laugh. All right, you guys know what to do. Drop a comment down below. Okay, we're moving on to question number 2.
I just came across a thing on Instagram. It was, the girl was taking pictures of the guy's car. She was picked up on a date.
Okay.
And it's just crap everywhere. There was something spilt in the back that had like solidified in the carpet. It's just like, imagine that happened. That's how the date started. Would you get in the car even? I don't know. Anyways, I know there's some date stories.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy. Okay.
Question number 2.
Mm-hmm.
What are some ways we can make sure our sex life and intimacy stays intact when life gets busy?
We just keep doing what we're doing. Life is busy.
It's working so far.
Yeah, whatever works for us personally.
I think we do already, right? Because it's like creating a scenario that doesn't exist. What are some ways we can make sure our sex life and intimacy stays intact when life gets busy? Yeah, life is busy, and then that's you make time for the things that are a priority.
That's it. Yeah. To be honest with that question, yeah, that's what keeps a relationship going as well. To be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
But
we've kind of had similar questions, I think, that ask things like, what would you do if there's issues within the relationship, and how can you implement that now?
Mm-hmm. We don't have those type of issues.
I think we are pretty good with talking it out if there is something that comes up one way or the other.
Yeah. I think that's what will have to happen. You have to start with communication and be like, look, I need some body language.
That's just it. If you're starting
Like-
to miss it, it's like, hey, I'm starting to miss it. Okay. It gets dealt with.
Get in. Take it. You know? Do we
Yeah.
look like two individuals that are starving in that department?
Yeah, I think.
Keep it the same.
Yeah.
The relationship is good.
Life gets busy.
Communicate. Have fun. Be happy.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing.
And it's working fine. All right, guys.
Sounds good.
Guys, give us some ideas. So if we get there, we'll, try to implement some of those ideas. You let us know. All right, guys, let's throw the question back to you guys, but let's read it one more time. What are some ways we can make sure our sex life and intimacy stays intact when life gets busy?
Date night conversations.
There you go. All right, guys, if you have any tips or you want to share, y'all know what to do. Drop a comment down below. All right, we are moving on to the final question. Question number 3.
All right.
Is that me?
That's you.
Oh my gosh, these questions are too much.
It goes so fast.
It does. Okay. In what ways are you bad with money?
You know what? I don't save. There's things that always seem to be like needed, and it's like this. The money will be there, so I run on that system.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. And it takes time for people to learn how to save and what percentage to put away. But sometimes if you don't have it to save, saving becomes harder. And there's some people too.
Yeah.
No, but there's a different population of everybody. Like there's some people that like I really don't have it to save. There's people that are, unfortunately homeless. They've never had it. Or there's some people that it's always there, so they don't really save like yourself. So there's all different types of people that can be classified under tell me how you're bad with money in the same kind of boat as you. That's all I'm saying. All right, for me, I think I'm bad with money because I haven't mastered how to invest it yet. So I don't know any loopholes how to make my money make money. And I think that would be a very good way to help invest, learn business, learn stocks, learn different avenues of making money. And I want to get to that point where I could sit down and someone could teach me how to do it and start with the little things and grow into the big things. So that's how I think I'm bad with money. I know how to save. All right, guys, we are going to throw the question back to you. The last question, let's read it one more time.
In what ways are you bad with money?
All right, guys, let us know. Don't be shy. We're a good community here. All right, guys, positive vibes only. You know what to do. Drop a comment down below. All right, guys, so that was Date Night Conversations, episode 31. Somebody just asked us on the comment board, how long are we going to run these for?
When we started, we had 150 episodes planned.
150 episodes, yeah.
But we're only 31 in, so
Yes,
who knows what'll happen when we get to the end. I think there's potential to just keep going. So
there is. And we even came up with our own questions. And even if we're not keeping up the same frequency with the questions, we'll try to do something like this where we're coming up with questions on our own that make us think, or we just want to come out and talk to you guys with. I think it's just a great opportunity for learning about us. We learn about you, and we're all growing together because you guys are finding out things that if these questions didn't ask us, you guys would have never known, right? Unless we came across it some way
and the same
differently.
Asking themselves questions.
Oh yeah. We're
how
able
they
to
would
do
respond to that themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just awesome. I wonder why they asked. Are you enjoying it, or is it too much? You can also
go forever.
You guys can let us know. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.